A massive purple dragon skeleton attacks the city, causing chaos and panic everywhere. Everyone runs for their lives, but one mysterious boy stands his ground. The boy's arm glows with white lightning as power surges through him. He screams, unleashing a shockwave of energy and blinding light. The boy wakes up in bed, sweating, shocked by what just happened. He questions if he's awakened a hidden talent or just had illusions. 100 years ago, countless spatial rifts opened up above the Earth. Fierce dimensional beasts began invading the planet, threatening all humanity, but the rifts stimulated dormant powers, awakening new talents in humans. Only a small number of people actually developed these superhuman talents. Humanity just entered the legendary era of talents, where powers determine your fate. A girl excitedly asks her brother if he awakened his talent. The brother looks at a mysterious glowing artifact with a serious expression. He despairs, realizing he's stuck with a weak tier talent. It's game over. He's crushed. If he can't become a martial warrior, what's his future? He worries about his sister. How can he protect her now? His energetic sister bursts into the room yelling, "Brother!" She asks with a smile, "How'd your talent evaluation go?" The brother fakes a smile and says, "It was excellent, of course." She's overjoyed, but he promises her he'll become a super powerful warrior one day. Yu jumps for joy, shouting that her big bro is the best. Yu invites her brother to eat his favorite dish to celebrate awakening. Tian watches his excited sister dash out, unsure about the celebration. Yu, revealed as a low-tier cultivator, impatiently waits for Tian. Tian is shocked, seeing a status window with his sister's stats. Tian tests the status window, still processing all the insane information. Tian pops up his own status. He's Tian, weak tier cultivation talent. Yu pulls Tian quickly. She's not letting dinner get cold. Their hands touch, and a mysterious energy flares between them. Tian triggers another pop-up window as something weird happens with their connection. Yu discovers his low-tier talents are copyable and questions what that means. Suddenly, a prompt appears. Yu can copy other people's talents. That's insane. Realizing this, Yu feels like his hopeless life could totally change now. At home, his sister cooks his favorite pork, showing their close sibling bond. Yu is blown away by his new gift but decides not to test it on his little sister. He sees that his sister's base talent is better and her frost talent is rare. While eating, Yu thinks of his parents and gets emotional. He hopes his parents are watching and proud of him now. Looking at their photos, he promises his late parents they can rest easy. Fueled by this new power, Yu heads into the city, ready for a fresh start. The hooded guy is hyped, saying, "Let's test this thing out." Mysterious purple rings swirl out across the city, revealing a power's range. He discovers his ability only works within 3 meters, pretty disappointing. He walks around, and all he sees are low-tier talent signs everywhere. The dude thinks, "Man, everyone's talents around me are just bad. I need mid-tier." Even though his power is low-tier, he figures he can finally visit an academy. He worries if copying someone's talent will change his own, which could mess things up. He suddenly gets an idea and heads straight for Linhai Base 5th Academy. He arrives at the massive academy gates and announces, "This is the place." The main character knows the academy must have tons of mid-tier talents to copy. The mysterious guy promises to become stronger than everyone else, future king vibes. To become a martial warrior, you must first master the challenging body training technique, paving the way for greater power. The instructor announces it's time to learn the body training technique, and the students gather, excitement and nerves filling the air. Success means creating an air vortex in front of your chest. Sounds easy, but only the talented will make it. The instructor yells, "Understood." As students nervously meditate, some trying to hide their doubts while others steel themselves for the challenge. Suddenly, somebody passes out. This training is no joke for the weak, and the seriousness settles over the group. The teacher bluntly tells everyone to ignore the failures. Only those who manage to create air vortexes will endure this training. The main character struggles to create anything, doubting their talent and wondering if they're simply too weak for this path. Class ends with the teacher calling everyone the worst group of students he's ever had, dashing any feelings of pride. He urges the class to follow Chen Dong's example and not slack off, pointing to the standard they should all strive for. The main character, clearly curious, asks Zhang Bao who Chen Dong is, and learns Chen Dong became a martial apprentice in just half a month. The students get hyped as superstar Chen Dong arrives at the academy. Chen Dong is swarmed by fans asking for autographs and smiles confidently. Chen Dong thanks everyone, enjoying the admiration. A girl confesses how much she admires him. Yu spots Chen Dong and realizes he has a mid-tier cultivation talent. Chen Dong humbly says he's there to encourage everyone, dodging more autograph requests. The crowd asks if they can at least shake Chen Dong's hand instead. Chen Dong agrees, and people eagerly line up to shake his hand. Yu's eyes glow red, his face filled with anticipation for the handshake. Handshakes happen. A surge of purple energy flashes as copies the talent. Chen Dong leaves while Yu celebrates, shouting, "I got it." Tian copies a mid-tier cultivation talent but wonders about the fusion risks. He recalls a dramatic, intense moment from his past, full of doubt. Flashback. A painful memory with someone suffering in agony, possibly related to powers. Tian, frustrated, decides to go for it anyway and fuse the talent. Shouting fuse. Tian bravely activates the fusion process, glowing with energy. Instant regret. Tian grabs his chest in agony as the pain begins. The pain explodes. Tian screams, overwhelmed by the transformation's intensity. He collapses to the ground, growling that it is unbelievably painful. As he sweats and breathes hard, the status confirms Tian now has mid-tier talent. Through the pain, Tian smiles, declaring the suffering worth it to be reborn. Yu discovers his copy talent has a 30-day cooldown, huge disappointment. He realizes he can copy any talent again every month. That's all. Motivated, Yu plans to try the body training technique from today's class. While training, energy swirls around him. Yu's power is activating. The technique is way easier now, thanks to his new mid-tier talent. Yu isn't just aiming for martial warrior, he wants to be elite. He sets his sights higher, dreaming of becoming a great martial warrior. 1 month flies by. Something epic is about to happen in the city. A terrifying beast dramatically descends in front of the moon, looking seriously menacing. Meanwhile, a father and little girl chat, totally unaware of the danger above. Yu thinks about his progress as a martial apprentice while walking home. He worries Chen Dong's training is faster but promises sauerkraut fish to his sister. Suddenly, a terrifying monster appears and attacks, catching everyone off guard. Yu watches in horror as the beast threatens the little girl. The girl screams "Daddy" as the monster stands over her father's fallen body. Yu's eyes glow with determination, ready to protect the girl from danger. Chaos erupts as everyone screams, "It's a monster! Run! A monster killed someone!" Yu's eyes widen as he realizes what's truly attacking the city. The terrifying monster's face is revealed, giant, vicious, and absolutely horrifying. A massive beast charges, while a hero swoops in to shield a young girl. The hero yells, "It's too fast! I can't get away!" As panic sets in, suddenly, a caped warrior appears and brings down a giant blue sword from above. The caped warrior slams down, splitting the street and forcing the beast to dodge. Standing tall, the caped warrior declares, "I apologize." He grins and adds, "For coming late." Ready to save the day. When asked his identity, the hero answers, "Everyone calls me Captain Galewolf." The captain steps up and tells Yu to focus on saving the little girl. Yu shouts, "All right," and stands protectively in front of the child. The captain launches himself into a fierce clash with the giant Silvermoon Wolf. Yu shields the terrified girl, telling her not to look at the battle. With a mighty swing, the captain repels the wolf, keeping its attention on him. He's amazed by the Silvermoon Wolf's speed, realizing it's way faster than expected. Sweating, the captain warns the beast not to underestimate him. Suddenly, he reminds everyone, he's not fighting alone, his team is arriving. The Silvermoon Wolf charges as backup arrives, turning the tide of the fight. Team members yell, "Captain," as they leap in to support the dramatic showdown. The swordsman charges in shouting, "Good timing," as he rushes at the beast. The silhouette of a monstrous, multi-limbed dimensional beast dominates the battlefield. Sharp claws strike down at the swordsman, but he's laser-focused and ready. The monster roars, revealing its menacing fangs and glowing violet eyes. Chaos erupts as someone warns, the monster is going into bloodburst mode. Everyone, be careful. The rampaging beast, pumped with energy, starts escaping at immense speed. It's gonna get away. A red lightning trail streaks across the city skyline. Someone reassures, "Don't worry." The swordsman grins confidently, shouting, "It ain't going anywhere." Suddenly, an armored archer leaps in, declaring, "I've been waiting for you." The monstrous beast's wild glowing eyes lock onto the incoming threat. Battle is about to explode. The giant Silvermoon Wolf is taken down by a clean, brutal arrow shot. The muscular villain mocks Yu, saying she's too weak to stand up to them. The villains brag about their amazing sniping skills after slaying the wolf. Yu's eyes glow as she analyzes the monster's talents through her status window. The monster's deadly claw races forward as Yu's eyes widen with fear. Hunters celebrate thinking the battle is over, but the beast is still alive. A man desperately yells, warning everyone of incoming danger. Someone shouts for everyone to retreat, revealing the monster survived the attack. The monster lets out a terrifying roar, ready for another assault. The group panics as one asks their captain what to do next. The captain warns Yu, telling him to evacuate the danger zone immediately. The captain shouts again, frustrated as Yu stands motionless with the girl. Yu grins, thinking this chaos is his perfect opportunity. Yu dashes past the captain, slamming his fist down with determination. Yu unleashes a powerful attack right into the monster's face. The status screen announces, Yu just copied the monster's talent. After the strike, Yu is sent flying as the beast falls. Onlookers watch as Yu lands, and the talent copying is confirmed. Yu lands on top of the defeated beast. The monster's power officially is. Captain Galewolf grabs Yu and shouts, "It's already dead." Yu smirks, bloody, thinking, obviously, but more importantly. Inside his mind, Yu celebrates, the talent copying has been successful. Captain Galewolf shouts, "Alright, let's clean this place up." Captain Galewolf tells Yi Yu he wants him on his squad one day. After a tough battle, Yi Yu washes blood off at the sink, thinking Yi Yu would totally freak if she saw this mess. Fresh and clean, he heads out, trying to hide any worry. The apartment feels tense as Yi Yu quietly scans the room. He remembers today, his first time seeing a real monster up close. And wow, that monster was way scarier than anything in the stories. Seeing his little sister safe and asleep makes him even more determined. His top goal? Protect his little sister at all costs, no matter what. He decides he needs to become a martial warrior, and fast. Time is running out, and he's resolved to change. Alone in his room, he wonders, can he fuse monster talents into humans? A possibility both thrilling and terrifying. The idea lingers in his mind, planted like a seed. Would this really make him stronger or just put him at risk? He visualizes the fusion process, every scenario racing through his thoughts. There's no guidance available, only raw instinct and courage. A warning appears: this new power fusion could be extremely painful, or even deadly. Danger now looms larger than ever before. Despite the risks, he steels himself with determination, ready to endure anything for the sake of his sister's safety and the future ahead. Yi Yu checks the Silvermoon Wolf's talents but wants more power to protect loved ones. Yi Yu swears to become stronger, no matter what it takes. Yi Yu initiates the copy of the beast's incredible speed talent. The pain hits like a truck. Yi Yu feels his bones breaking apart. Suddenly, he realizes something's wrong with his leg. Is it over? Yi Yu notices that his leg is broken. Did the copy seriously fail? Panic sets in. Yi Yu wonders if his talent copying just flopped. Lying on the floor, Yi Yu stares at the ceiling, defeated by pain. He jolts upright with shock, breathing heavily, unsure what happened. Staring at his hands and feet, Yi Yu panics. Are his limbs normal now? Out of nowhere, he pulls off a wild high kick, energy swirling around. Yi Yu shouts, amazed. His body feels insanely light, like he's got superpowers. Tian just copied a new speed talent and it worked perfectly. We're in a grove at the 5th Academy, ready for some next level action. Tian bursts into motion, streaks of power swirling with crazy speed. He leaps through the sky, soaring higher than ever before. Tian looks shocked, realizing his crazy jump thanks to his new talent. He lands with a powerful crash, energy still sparking all around him. Tian grins and shouts, loving the Silvermoon Wolf's awesome swiftness. Sitting down to focus, Tian considers if he's as fast as a martial warrior now. He's thinking how epic it'll be if he can boost that cultivation speed too. Suddenly, Tian's name gets called. Looks like a friend wants in on the hype. Yi Yu finds Zhang Bao secretly training in the forest instead of the academy. Zhang Bao notices Yi Yu's strength has grown and congratulates his breakthrough. Zhang Bao asks Yi Yu if he wants to get even stronger, hinting at a secret method. Zhang Bao reveals his secret: drinking monster blood to power up much faster. Proudly, Zhang Bao admits he got stronger by drinking monster blood, outpacing Yi Yu. Yi Yu is stunned that monster blood can make someone stronger so quickly. Yi Yu regrets not saving monster blood from the Silvermoon Wolf. What a missed power-up. Zhang Bao offers Yi Yu a chance to score more monster blood if he's interested. Zhang Bao explains that a new wild zone for an academy exam just opened outside the city. The prize for acing the exam? Monster blood. Exactly what they both need to get ahead. The two friends discuss the wild zone, which is now safe except for the threat of dangerous beasts roaming inside. Tian thinks this could be his shot and decides to try, tempted by the opportunity for monster blood. One friend invites Tian to join his squad for monster blood, hoping to share great rewards together. Tian hesitates and awkwardly questions joining his friend's squad, uncertain about whether he should accept the invitation. The friend gets emotional, saying he only told Tian as a real friend who truly matters to him. Tian apologizes and promises to join the squad next time, trying to spare his friend's feelings and avoid conflict. The friend feels betrayed, thinking Tian is heartless, and laments their friendship as he walks away. The friend chases after Tian, insisting they're still friends no matter what, unwilling to let go of their bond. Tian's determined to get monster blood and break into the martial warrior realm, but he prefers working alone to protect his secret. 1 month later at the 5th Academy, something big is about to happen. The instructor grills new students, suspicious about someone signing up early. Tian declares he's now a martial apprentice and eligible for the exam. The instructor admits he wanted the students to live longer before this. But he slams the paperwork, shouting that everyone seems eager to die. Tian picks up the dropped form, shocked to see it's a life responsibility agreement. The instructor coldly confirms the form. You must sign to join the exam. He yells, if you're scared to die, get out. Don't waste my time. Tian's eyes burn with determination, ready to risk it all. Tian signs the agreement, officially accepting the dangerous challenge. The shady teacher reveals the exam was never meant for poor students, warning with a creepy grin that they'll regret participating. Tian's sister wakes up in a bright, peaceful room, rubbing her tired eyes as she looks around for her brother. She calls out and heads to the kitchen, stretching and announcing, time to wake up, hoping her brother hears her. She's amazed by the feast on the table, surprised her brother cooked everything so early without telling her his plans. Finding a note that reads, "School has an event. He'll be back in 3 days," she wonders what could keep him away. Tian's sister ponders why a school event would last 3 days, a quiet worry growing as she sits at the table. Meanwhile, outside her peaceful home, the city lies in ruins, reclaimed by forest and watched by ominous, shadowy birds. Streets that once bustled with life are now silent, nature overtaking what humans left behind, danger lurking everywhere. Survivors wander cautiously through the devastated landscape, scavenging for supplies and searching for loved ones among the wreckage. Among the survivors, the shady teacher stands with others amid destroyed skyscrapers, tense and ready for whatever comes next. Tian and his friend spot a huge crowd from 5 major academies. Another student hears about the 5th Academy and smirks with suspicion. 2 strong-looking students mock the 5th Academy, calling it garbage. The big blonde bodyguard explains hunting humans is allowed in this ruthless exam. Creepy guy laughs, saying the weak should be grateful to be hunted. Someone points out Mo Xiaobei, a genius student from the 1st Academy. Tian's friend says Mo Xiaobei is the Mo family's strongest of his generation. Tian realizes Mo Xiaobei's arrogance comes from his powerful family. A glowing swordsman storms the 1st Academy's camp, demanding to know who's there. The wild swordsman shouts, challenging Mo Xiaobei and friends to chop him up. The smug villain taunts his rival, daring him to lose again. Tian spots a new challenger and asks, "Who's that?" Another student reveals it's Li Yunxing, a genius swordsman defeated before by Mo Xiaobei. Mo Xiaobei arrogantly dismisses his opponent, calling him an ignorant peasant. Mo Xiaobei yells at his team, questioning if they're blind for missing the action. Tian angrily thinks Mo Xiaobei is the real blind one here. A student cheers loudly, "Li Xingyun, you got this," hyping up the crowd. Li Xingyun is confused, wondering why someone's cheering him on and feels awkward. An announcement blasts, "Fighting outside the wild zone is banned or you're disqualified." Li Xingyun fumes, deciding to let things slide, for now. Furious, Li Xingyun swears he'll beat Mo Xiaobei senseless once they're inside the wild zone. This sinister guy straight up mocks our hero, calling him an undisciplined mutt. Someone steps up, showing guts by cheering from the sidelines, ready to make introductions. Tian confidently shouts out his name, representing the 5th Academy. Our mystery challenger flips Tian's name into a proverb, "Talk about style points." The status window pops up. This is Li Yunxing low-tier cultivation, but mid-tier sword skills. Tian measures up the competition, impressed by Li Yunxing's pretty solid sword talent. Our mystery challenger dares Tian to surpass Mo Xiaobei in the big wild zone exam. Both shake hands, wishing each other luck and double daring each other to survive. As their hands meet, Tian secretly copies Li Yunxing's sword talent on the spot. Suddenly, a loudspeaker blares. The exam starts now and chaos is about to erupt. The 1st Academy is called to enter the wild zone first. Competitors from the 1st Academy charge through the massive gates at full speed. Zhang Bao rushes off to find his team, telling Tian to be careful. The 2nd Academy goes in next, while the 5th Academy has to wait last, totally unfair. Good luck. The contestants split up, each returning to their own teams. Tian sprints into the wild forest, ready to make his move. He leaps through the forest with crazy speed, vanishing among the trees. Tian finds a hidden spot and gets ready to do something secret. A status window pops up, mid-tier sword talent successfully copied. Fuse it. Tian, determined, shouts, "Yes," and confirms fusing the new sword talent. Tian pushes through the pain, determined to keep improving, no matter what. He promises himself to become even stronger, eyes burning with resolve. Tian focuses, his eyes glowing, ready for the next challenge ahead. With a powerful leap, Tian charges forward with his sword drawn. He carves through the battlefield, his attack splitting the ground in spectacular fashion. Tian's status panel appears mid-tier cultivation and sword talent, novice speed. An announcement rings out: the first 4 academies have entered the wild zone. The 5th Academy is called next to enter the wild zone tournament. The 5th Academy team, including Tian, lines up fiercely, ready for anything. Tian enters the wild zone with determination and a huge backpack. He hears a noise and spots a gigantic glowing serpent attacking the ruins. Suddenly, Tian is ambushed and faces the monstrous green serpent head-on. He keeps his cool, preparing as the enormous beast charges at him wildly. With perfect timing, Tian launches himself straight at the serpent's open mouth. He slashes fiercely, purple blood splattering everywhere as he wounds the beast. He attacks again, landing a critical blow that sends the monster crashing down. Tian grabs a special orb and shouts, +1 point, score. He tosses the orb into his pack, scoffing that these beasts are actually weak. But Tian knows, to place first, racking up points is the only way to win. These are the rewards for the academy exam. First prize gets money and beast blood. Tian realizes he still has a long way to go in this competition. Not worried, Tian decides it's time to hunt more beasts. Suddenly, someone screams for help in the distance. Tian sprints at lightning speed, catching another competitor's attention. A terrified student faces a swarm of beasts. He knows Tian has arrived. The frightened student panics, worried he'll never get married before he dies. A pack of wild beasts launches a vicious attack on the running student. Yi Tian's eyes widen. This is bad, and he needs to act fast. Mid-air, Yi Tian launches himself with his bow, flying into rescue action. An arrow flies at lightning speed as energy bursts shock the battlefield. The massive wolf is instantly struck down with a thunderous, glowing hit. Yi Tian grins. Do you mind me getting all the points for them? A terrified student yells, Yi Tian, run. You're no match for the fanged wolves. Yi Tian unleashes a swirling, powerful aura as crimson energy surrounds him. Ferocious, red-eyed wolves leap at Yi Tian, but he powers up without fear. Yi Tian focuses, glowing sword in hand, as sword talent activates. With a violent swing, Yi Tian's sword cuts through his enemies with blue energy. A stunned student watches the aftermath, exclaiming, so strong. Yi Tian asks if he can take the wolf fang as a reward. Another student gives up, admitting defeat while Yi Tian presses on. One student realizes this exam is insanely dangerous, grateful just to survive. Injured contestants worry about their teams, desperate to evacuate everyone alive. Yi Tian decides the only thing left is to help his friends escape. Someone shouts, wait, Yi Tian. As Yi Tian moves ahead among the rubble, Zhang Bao warns Yi Tian there's a pseudo-beast lurking in the wild zone. The danger ranking gets serious, fierce beast, then pseudo-beast, then beast. Zhang Bao reveals the First Academy fought a massive spotted snake, definitely a pseudo-beast. The pseudo-beast is worth 500 points, enough to make anyone risk everything. Yi Tian hears about a 500-point target and gets instantly hyped. He grabs a competitor, demanding to know the monster's location. The competitor yells, in the southeast, pointing to wild chaos nearby. Lightning charge. Yi Tian rockets toward the southeast target at full speed. Yi Tian realizes 500 points could place him first in the entire exam. Zhang Bao warns Yi Tian, be careful, as he dashes forward. Bodies of First Academy students are scattered. Yi Tian's competition just got real. Yi Tian spots their uniforms. First Academy is already down and out here. Suddenly, a massive explosion erupts, shaking the battlefield and raising the stakes. Yi Tian stands in the ruins, confirming, it's over there, and heads toward the chaos. A massive energy attack arcs over a ruined city, lighting up the sky. Terrifying pseudo-beast appears, drawing shocked reactions from everyone below. The academy students leap into battle, determined to take down the monster. Mo Xiaobei declares he'll claim the 500 points by slaying the beast. An elder urges, the pseudo-beast is exhausted. Now's the perfect time. Mo Xiaobei charges in, shouting hell handle the rest of the fight. He leaps straight at the giant flaming monster, sword ready to strike. Mo Xiaobei lands right on the beast's head, preparing to attack. Mo Xiaobei thinks he's won, but suddenly gets smacked hard. He crashes through a building, debris everywhere, but survives the blow. With a devious smile, Mo Xiaobei claims the 500 points for himself. The defeated beast's body lies wrecked in shattered, burning ruins. Meanwhile, Yi Tian smashes the ground, frustrated he was too slow. Yi Tian realizes he was too late to stop Mo Xiaobei. The crowd congratulates Mo Xiaobei on scoring a massive 500 points victory. Mo Xiaobei boasts about being number 1 in the exam, super confident. Suddenly, a terrifying purple monster with glowing eyes appears, looking furious. The monster unleashes a massive explosion of purple energy, shaking everything. Mo Xiaobei freaks out. He can't believe the monster isn't dead yet. Realization hits. This isn't just a pseudo-monster, it's a full-fledged monster. Mo Xiaobei's team is shocked. Should we chase after that monster? Mo Xiaobei says yes. This monster is worth a jaw-dropping 1,000 points. Mo Xiaobei rallies his team to chase it before anyone else can steal the points. The plan is clear. The monster is weak now, gotta beat everyone else to it. Mo Xiaobei powers forward, determined not to let all their sacrifices go to waste. Yi Tian can't believe a 1,000-point monster just appeared during the exam. With a confident smile, Yi Tian says he's way faster than anyone else. Purple energy flares out as Yi Tian lands with explosive speed. He launches himself off the ground, flames trailing behind him. An intense streak of power cuts through the city as Yi Tian descends. Yi Tian sticks his landing, looking unfazed and ready for anything. He follows a suspicious purple trail. Luckily, First Academy isn't here yet. Realizing the Viper's mucus leads to a wrecked mall, he wonders if it's hiding inside. With total confidence, Yi Tian grins. Those 1,000 points are as good as his. The whole place reeks of the Viper's stench. Yi Tian knows he's close. Yi Tian dashes in, determined to find the monster's exact location. Suddenly, a colossal serpent silhouette emerges, sending shivers down Yi Tian's spine. Fangs bared, the Viper's head turns skyward, something strange in its jaws. Yi Tian wonders, what could that beast be drinking right now? Suspicious, Yi Tian realizes, this isn't just regular water, it must be special. But Yi Tian shrugs it off and readies himself. I want 1,000 points. With a fierce swing, Yi Tian slashes with all his strength at the monster. The monstrous Viper transforms, attacking with terrifying power and forcing Yi Tian back. Despite the blow, Yi Tian clings desperately to his weapon, refusing to lose his grip. Yi Tian unleashes his power, blue energy blazing around him as he attacks. The monstrous beast roars, radiating a fierce purple energy, ready to fight. Yi Tian dashes forward, spinning blades flying toward the giant beast. He grabs his sword tightly, channeling power for his next strike. Yi Tian leaps high, slashing with immense force toward the monster. The giant creature looms over Yi Tian, its energy clashing with his sword. The beast swings its tail, launching an aggressive counterattack at Yi Tian. Yi Tian drives his sword into the monster's massive back. Purple energy erupts. Purple energy explodes out. The beast falls as Yi Tian lands victoriously below. Yi Tian smirks, admitting he needed Mo Xiaobei's group to wear the beast down. Yi Tian stares at the mysterious liquid and wonders what it is. He decides it must be valuable since a monster wanted it so badly. Yi Tian quickly collects some of the liquid in a fancy bottle. He slices at another monster, purple fluid flying everywhere. Yi Tian grabs a huge monster eyeball to prove his victory. He explains that a monster's heart blood is super valuable loot. Yi Tian fills his bottle with glowing monster heart blood. After the chaos, Yi Tian quietly surveys the strange, wrecked room. He proudly inspects the bottle, satisfied with the amount of treasure collected. Yi Tian smiles, thinking, this is a pretty good amount. Yi Tian admits he doesn't know what the next challenge is about. But Yi Tian is determined not to let Mo Xiaobei win. Yi Tian slices through the enemy, crushing the obstacle with his sword. Yi Tian gathers reward items, saying his points guarantee him first place. With a confident smirk, Yi Tian decides it's time to escape. Meanwhile, others are shocked. Someone stole the monster's eyes and drained its heart. A frantic elder shouts, asking the young master what to do with the corpse. Someone clenches their fist in anger, demanding to know who did this. Mo Xiaobei rages, screaming about his stolen 1,000-point trophy and vowing revenge. Mo Xiaobei's crew is stressed because someone stole their points and disappeared. They order a full-scale search for the mysterious thief hiding among them. Mo Xiaobei is furious and swears not to let the thief escape justice. Yi Tian decides to keep a low profile to avoid getting caught. Suddenly, Yi Tian dashes away with lightning speed and energy arcing around him. He recognizes that eventually people will discover his epic achievement. Yi Tian knows everyone will learn he defeated the powerful viper monster soon. He searches for a secret hiding spot to boost his skills uninterrupted. Planning ahead, Yi Tian wonders how strong he'll get from the monster blood. Yi Tian drinks the monster's blood, chasing that next level power-up for the exam. Yi Tian drinks the most disgusting potion ever, but he doesn't give up. He decides the nasty taste is worth getting stronger for his sister. Yi Tian chugs the potion down like a true champion. Instantly, his eyes light up and energy starts swirling around him. Yi Tian is shocked. His cultivation speed is boosted by almost 4 times. Now he realizes other top students were using powerful potions too. Determined, Yi Tian prepares to train non-stop with his stash of potions. 3 days fly by as everyone completes the intense academy exam. Scores are being announced, with Bao Lei leading at 23 points so far. Yi Tian shows up confident, asking for his points to be calculated. Li Yunxing earns 195 points. Everyone is curious about the results. The crowd is blown away, thinking Li Yunxing is incredible. A cocky student dismisses Li Yunxing's score, saying it's not impressive. Another student accuses Li Yunxing of not living up to expectations. The arrogant challenger mocks Li Yunxing for having less than 200 points. Mo Xiaobei walks up boldly, handing over his own points for calculation. Mo Xiaobei's total is revealed, an insane 427 points. Everyone is shocked at Mo Xiaobei's points, feeling the gap is impossible to close. Mo Xiaobei laughs off cheating accusations, bragging about taking points by force. Students congratulate Mo Xiaobei, convinced he'll get first place with his huge lead. One student insists first place should be awarded for earning over 1,000 points. Other students are shocked, questioning how anyone could reach 1,000 points. The examiners wonder if every surviving student has already left the test zone. The purple-haired examiner claims anyone not out yet must be dead for sure. The officials agree, declaring Mo Xiaobei will take the first place for this exam. Suddenly, someone shouts, "Wait, there's one more student still coming out." A mysterious student with a backpack and massive sword walks out, stunning everyone. Yi Tian gathers monster eyeballs and fangs as proof of his hunt. A shocked girl realizes those are the eyeballs of a monster. Yi Tian confidently asks what his total score is after the monster hunt. Yi Tian, 1163 points. He takes first place in the practical exam. Yi Tian's rewards 3 bottles of monster blood and a huge cash prize. The crowd cheers, "Well done, Yi Tian," as everyone celebrates his victory. Mo Xiaobei's team is stunned, questioning Yi Tian's unbelievable achievement. A bitter rival sneers, calling Yi Tian a thief from the 5th Academy. The enemy orders a full background check to uncover everything about Yi Tian. Yi Tian's classmates celebrate his win, amazed by their academy's shocking victory. The 5th Academy celebrates Yi Tian's victory, but some teachers are not happy. A man warns Yi Tian's friend he's angered the powerful Mo family. Exam results are out. Yi Tian dominates first place with a crazy point lead. The practical exam is officially over, with prizes awarded to the top 3. Mo Xiaobei confronts Yi Tian for stealing what he thinks he deserved. Yi Tian confidently fires back, not backing down from Mo Xiaobei's glare. Yi Tian mocks Mo Xiaobei, daring him to repeat his earlier threats. Mo Xiaobei sneers, clearly annoyed, pretending he doesn't remember any threats. Another student calls out Mo Xiaobei's hypocrisy, defending Yi Tian's win as skillful. Mo Xiaobei grins menacingly, asking who's actually stronger, him or Yi Tian. The tension is real. Looks like they'll have to settle this by fighting. Young Master Mo wants a fight, and the red guy is fired up. The blue-haired guy is determined to get so strong, nobody will challenge him. He rushes home and happily calls out, "Yi Yu, I'm back." His little sister sprints over and hugs him tight, screaming, "Big bro." She demands, "Where have you been? What took you so long?" Worried, she checks if he's hurt, but he assures her he's totally fine. He surprises her by saying, "I brought back some gifts for you." She's stunned. There's a pile of treasure and cash, yelling, "That's a lot of money." Jokingly, Yi Yu says, "You finally have enough money to get married, bro." Yi Yu gets excited about eating meat every day, but her brother insists the money is for tuition and living expenses. Yi Yu discovers a mysterious potion and wonders what it is. Yi Tian admits he doesn't know but bought a treasure book to find out. Yi Yu rushes over. She wants to check the illustrated book of treasures too. Yi Tian gets hyped. He thinks they've found something huge. It's called the Terra Core Elixir. It boosts cultivation talents for mid-tiers and below. Yi Tian realizes the Viper's monster power-up was from this elixir. This stuff is crazy valuable. Yi Yu suggests that since the elixir can improve talents, Yi Tian should use it. Yi Tian turns it down. He says he doesn't need it anymore. Instead, Yi Tian tells Yi Yu to drink it, promising to make her stronger. Yi Yu freaks out. Her brother asks if she'll drink the elixir. She hesitates, worried because she hasn't even awakened her talent yet. Yi Yu thinks the elixir might just be wasted on her. Her status appears. Yi Yu low-tier cultivation, unawakened frost talent. Ouch. Her brother thinks this Terra Core elixir could boost Yi Yu's weak talent. Yi Yu's like, "Let's sell it, bro. We'll get rich." The brother recalls maybe missing a rare terramordial stone at the elixir site. He worries if buyers ask for the stone, they'll never believe he doesn't have it. He laughs. People would kill him just to get that stone. Yi Yu's shocked he destroyed the spot, calling it a huge waste. Yi Tian grabs a mysterious bottle and says, "If you don't drink it." Yi Tian insists it would be a bigger shame not to drink, while Yi Yu panics. Yi Tian tries to force the elixir into Yi Yu's mouth, no time for hesitation. Yi Yu shouts, "Heal up. My brother is killing me." As chaos erupts on the floor, suddenly, Yi Yu feels the elixir's effects. It feels warm and comfortable. Yi Tian, with glowing eyes, panics. What's going on? The system scan still shows Yi Yu's cultivation status as low tier. Yi Tian questions the results. Yi Yu, exhausted, says she'll cook after a nap. Yi Tian tells her to rest instead. Yi Tian thinks, weird, maybe the elixir hasn't taken effect yet. Let's wait. An hour passes on the clock. The suspense just keeps building. Yi Yu meditates as a glowing energy swirls, while his friend naps. Yi Yu senses insane, powerful waves of talent aura surging through him. The status window pops up. Yi Yu's cultivation talent is now mid-tier. He's shocked. His talent jumped by 2 entire tiers in an instant. Not only does he have mid-tier cultivation, but also a rare frost talent. With this power, Yi Yu will absolutely become a top martial warrior. Yi Yu grabs a magical trophy, ready for his showdown with Mo Xiaobei. He swears never to lose. Mo Xiaobei doesn't stand a chance. Yi Yu chugs the potion, determined, ignoring the gross taste. He nearly gags. The potion tastes even worse than last time. Yi Tian decides to use mid-rank monster blood to boost his cultivation speed and activate his secret training technique. Mysterious energy swirls around Yi Tian as he initiates the body training technique alone in his room, powering up. Yi Tian is shocked by his progress. His cultivation speed has just increased 8-fold, far beyond his wildest expectations. He realizes with enough monster blood, he might achieve the legendary martial warrior realm much sooner than anticipated. Regret hits Yi Tian. There are only 2 bottles of precious monster blood left for his breakthrough. 10 days later, deep in the woods of the 5th Academy, everything is about to change for Yi Tian. He meditates calmly outdoors, cultivating with tranquil focus, surrounded by glowing energy and the serenity of nature. Suddenly, a panicked student rushes up, breathless and desperate, pleading with Yi Tian about what they should do. Unfazed, Yi Tian nonchalantly asks, "What's the big deal?" As he sits calmly on his rock, assessing the chaos, the student frantically shouts for Mo Xiaobei, panic rising, while Yi Tian stands and notices fear in the student's eyes. Mo Xiaobei is in seclusion, trying to break into the martial warrior realm. His friend freaks out, but Mo Xiaobei is just focused on his own training. Yi Tian analyzes Mo Xiaobei's talent, predicting it'll take him a month to succeed. Mo Xiaobei could easily squash Yi Tian if he breaks through. Yi Tian accepts the challenge. Mo Xiaobei's buddy taunts that Yi Tian can't compete without monster blood or resources. Yi Tian admits he's already used up all his monster blood bottles. Mo Xiaobei's friend declares it's over for Yi Tian, promising to take care of his sister. Yi Tian's only resources left are the Viper monster's hard blood and low-rank blood. He knows using them will only let him reach the advanced martial apprentice rank. But with his speed and sword talent, Yi Tian believes he can take on a full martial warrior. We're at the Mo estate, and something intense is about to go down. Suddenly, the wall explodes and a shadowy figure steps out dramatically. A guard congratulates the young master on reaching the warrior realm. The young master stands shirtless, surrounded by power, everyone cheering for him. Mo Xiaobei steps out in style as the maids fuss over him. Mo Xiaobei walks into the main hall and calls out, "Father." Mo En arrives and praises Xiaobei for becoming a martial warrior. Mo En is revealed as an elite martial warrior and Mo family leader. Mo En congratulates Xiaobei with a proud smile and a hearty pat. Mo Xiaobei swears loyalty, promising never to bring shame to their name. Mo En announces the great ancestor will reward Xiaobei personally. Mo Xiaobei thanks his father and ancestor, bowing in gratitude. Mo En laughs and tells his son there's a feast for him. Mo En and his bodyguard leave, as Xiaobei looks on determinedly. The young master demands an update. Did his servant finish the secret task yet? The servant reports the boy they're targeting is all alone and vulnerable. The young master is shocked. He thought the boy had powerful backing. The young master smugly decides there's no need to worry about consequences. He coldly orders his servant, just have someone kill him. The servant hesitates, explaining that the academy is not like the outside world. The master reminds him, don't use the Mo family's name for this dirty work. He wants a shadow assassin hired, so no one will trace the crime back. The servant balks. Hiring a shadow assassin costs a ton. The master calls him a peasant. The master explains only a few powerful families rule, while everyone else serves them. The villain reveals that prodigies from the peasants are always eliminated. He shatters a cup, declaring they killed talented commoners without hesitation. An old man realizes the Fifth Academy was never meant to nurture talent. The masked villain claims the world favors the strong over the weak. The scene shifts to the ominous forest of the Fifth Academy. Suddenly, a mysterious swordsman descends from the sky surrounded by lightning. The swordsman lands with a thunderous slash, shaking the ground. The swordsman casually notes rain is coming and decides to head home. As rain pours down, the swordsman calmly walks through a deserted street. He strides forward determined, unfazed by the storm and what lies ahead. Li Kun is shocked as a stormy night sets the mood. A status window reveals Li Kun has low cultivation and shadow talent. A shadowy force whips across the rainy alley, targeting Li Kun. A mysterious figure attacks Li Kun with powerful, swirling energy. Li Kun recovers, looking ready to fight back in the rain. Li Kun demands, "Who are you?" With intense red eyes, the enemy reveals himself, bragging he's here to take Li Kun's life. Is this mysterious attacker an assassin sent by Mo Xiaobei? But wait, Mo Xiaobei is strong enough. Why use such cheap tricks? Suddenly, the enemy leaps from the shadows, surrounded in dark power. A deadly weapon comes flying at Yi Yu's face with crazy speed. Yi Yu's eyes lock on, dodging a split-second attack just in time. Yi Yu blocks the strike with lightning reflexes, battle energy surging. Whoa, the enemy just vanished. Did he use some ninja move? Yi Yu realizes the assassin's shadow talent can actually make him invisible. Out of nowhere, the enemy attacks again from above, relentless. The assassin freaks out. How is Yi Yu, a newbie, so insanely fast? The masked villain declares, "It's my turn to attack now," as energy surges. The villain unleashes his shadow power, launching a vicious strike from above. The attack smashes into the ground, shattering concrete and filling the air with power. The villain wonders in shock, he went invisible again? As his attack misses, the masked villain admits this invisibility talent would stump any normal person. The hero grins, confident, and thinks, "But against me." The hero declares the opponent's invisibility is absolutely useless. The hero's sword flashes, and the villain is slashed and screams in pain. The villain is in disbelief, clutching his wound, unable to comprehend being hit. Furious and desperate, the villain demands, "How did you do it?" The swordsman faces off with a mysterious assassin in a rainy alley. The swordsman demands answers, asking, "Who sent you?" The shadowy assassin pretends to cooperate, but reaches for a cursed weapon. The assassin laughs and unleashes power, taunting, "When you're on your last breath." The swordsman activates his ultimate move, yelling, "Shadow Blade." A flash of power explodes as the shadow blade strikes the ground hard. The swordsman launches toward the assassin, purple lightning flashing all around. The assassin, battered but alive, snarls through the rain, "I'll ask you again." The swordsman's eyes flash red, demanding, "Who sent you?" Coughing blood, the assassin admits defeat and agrees to reveal the truth. Yi Tian shouts, "It's Mo Xiaobei," while standing over a defeated shadowy foe, the rain intensifying the dramatic moment. Glaring intensely, Yi Tian repeats Mo Xiaobei's name with unwavering determination, rain cascading down as he steels himself for what's next. Kneeling by the fallen enemy, Yi Tian braces for something significant as rain pours, his mind sharpening focus on the crucial task ahead. His hand glowing with mysterious energy, Yi Tian reaches down toward the enemy's motionless body, preparing to unleash a powerful ability. Yi Tian absorbs the swirling green energy, his shadow stretching over the soaked earth, creating an epic, ominous display in the rainy night. The system's voice rings out, shadow talent copying successful. As Yi Tian surges with newfound power, sparks of possibility flickering in his eyes. With the new status window revealed, Yi Tian declares, "Your shadow talent is mine now." He stands transformed and unstoppable, ready for anything. Li Kun is down, left in a massive crater while rain pours down. The rain falls hard as Yi Tian kneels beside the debris in the forest. Yi Tian reflects that humans should just be blown around by the forces around them. He compares his situation to a fallen leaf, drifting and powerless. Yi Tian vows to live his own life and take control. With determination, he declares he'll alive as a true man should. In a world this harsh, Yi Tian rises up, refusing to stay defeated. Yi Tian's resolve is unbreakable, he won't be the fallen leaf anymore. The rain falls over the city, setting the scene for the next challenge. Yi Tian looks at Li Kun's belongings, preparing for what comes next. These two blades are probably primordial weapons. Yeah, these are next level loot. My old blade got destroyed, but these new ones are totally flawless. I just scored 3.5 million in gold and silver cards. I am rich now. Mo Xiaobei tried to buy my death, but I'm spending that money for myself. What's this? I just found a mysterious Shadow Blade skill book. Hold up, Shadow Blade is a bronze rank blade skill. Way better than iron rank. Blade skills can unleash full blade talent power. This is exactly what I need. I'm going to learn this Shadow Blade move and test it out right now. Wait, where's Yi Yu? Why isn't she back yet? Something feels off. If Mo Xiaobei sent assassins after me, he probably already knows everything about me. Yi Yu's brother realizes she's also in serious danger of being assassinated. He rushes through the storm, powered up, praying for Yi Yu's safety. It's a rainy day at a normal middle school downtown. Just an average place, right? Yi Yu's brother searches frantically in the rain, desperate to find her. He tries to reassure himself. Surely no one would attack kids here, right? But he's unsure, worrying if Mo Xiaobei would ignore all martial warrior rules. Suddenly, someone holds a weapon and shouts for him to freeze in place. With energy blazing, Yi Yu's brother attacks the hooded figure without hesitation. "You don't move," he declares, totally reversing the power dynamic. Then Yi Yu appears, waving and shouting, "Bro, it's me." What a twist. Two students argue in the rain about why one is so late. One scolds the other for forgetting shoes and umbrella, getting soaked. The soaked student admits they forgot, then gets asked about a cool move. Meanwhile, a mysterious dark car waits in the rain, tension rising. Inside the car, a furious man wonders why his target is still alive. Yi Yu and her brother chat about dinner, deciding on her signature dish. The rain soaks the city, tension quietly building. A suspicious figure watches from the shadows, eyes narrowed in focus as someone senses danger and begins to panic, feeling pursued. Back home, Yi Yu happily calls her brother for dinner while rain continues pouring outside and a car lurks suspiciously nearby. Someone is still on edge, even as food is served, troubled by the persistent, rainy threat that hasn't disappeared outside their home. At school the next morning, Yi Yu is called to the board to solve the next problem in front of her classmates. She stands up confidently, challenges the difficult equation, and accepts the spotlight without hesitation, determined to show her true abilities. Meanwhile, on a nearby rooftop, Yi Yu's brother stands watchful and alert, preparing for whatever trouble may be approaching them. As he surveys the area, he spots the same mysterious car. Its stalking presence has lasted consistently for 3 days now. Realizing the continued threat, a sense of dread builds. He knows someone is persistently watching Yi Yu's every move, intentions unknown. Furious, Yi Yu's brother clenches his fists and silently vows revenge on anyone who dares to threaten her or their family. The hero realizes his target is leaving. There's no time to lose. Charging up with power, he launches after his vanishing enemy. Secret meeting spot is revealed, a construction site in the city. He confirms this is the place, determined to confront Mo Xiaobei. The hero shouts Mo Xiaobei's name, flames of resolve in his eyes. Inside, a brutal enforcer punches a man, showing no mercy at all. The beaten victim pleads, saying he has no money for Mo Xiaobei. Bloodied, he begs to be spared, promising repayment if he can. The loan shark mocks him. Delays mean double, loans aren't charity. Down on his knees, the victim pleads, these outrageous rates are impossible. The servant returns to Mo Xiaobei, announcing his arrival with a bow. Mo Xiaobei, surrounded by green energy, demands news from the shadow assassin. The servant nervously admits he hasn't heard from the assassin and will try another way. Yi Tian, hidden above, realizes for sure Mo Xiaobei sent the assassin. Mo Xiaobei suspects someone from his own circle is trying to scam him. Suddenly, Mo Xiaobei lashes out, brutally stomping the servant for betrayal. The scared servant swears loyalty, denying any thoughts of scamming the young master. Another bodyguard checks the servant and shouts, "Young master, he's dead." Mo Xiaobei coldly asks if plans for Yi Tian's little sister are ready. The injured man says he entrusted the task to a recently freed criminal friend. The villain decides he can't trust anyone else and will handle it himself. The villain's henchman respectfully tells him not to worry about the situation. Lightning explodes as the villain suddenly attacks his own henchman without warning. The henchman collapses, stunned, asking why he was betrayed by the young master. The villain smiles creepily, declaring this is punishment for failing his mission. Our main character Yi Tian appears, launching a surprise attack from above. The villain's eyes glow red, unleashing a fierce counterattack against Yi Tian. Yi Tian charges forward, dual blades glowing, not backing down for a second. Chaos erupts as henchmen discover the young master has just been killed. The villain realizes Yi Tian used the shadow talent to stay hidden. Yi Tian steps out, dual primordial blades blazing, shocking the enemy. The villain panics, baffled by Yi Tian's mastery of shadow talent. "You're supposed to be weak. How did you defeat my boss so easily?" Yi Tian roars, demanding to know Li Kun's location from the wounded villain. With green energy swirling, Yi Tian leaps for a finishing move. Yi Tian's strike lands, sending the villain flying. The battle is over. Calmly, Yi Tian wipes his bloody blades, totally unfazed by the chaos. With cold resolve, Yi Tian stands victorious, ready for his next move. The masked assassin leaves a bloody scene, throwing evidence onto the ground. The assassin declares he's no clueless sheep, warning his enemies to fear him. 1 hour later, a team arrives at the grim crime scene. A furious man slams his fist, screaming, Who was it? The man ramps up. Who killed my son? As the body is discovered. Someone informs the 10th elder this was found at the scene. The clue reveals, the killer seems to be a shadow assassin. Outraged, the elder curses, they hired a shadow assassin? How vile. Another man yells, Elder Mo, as the investigation draws everyone in. Mo Chongqing is revealed Grand Elder and the only great martial warrior of the Mo family. The Grand Elder appears, surrounded by purple smoke, his power level explained. A man, on his knees, begs the Grand Elder for justice after his son's death. The Grand Elder responds coldly, demanding the grieving father speak standing up. The father explains his son Xiaobei was their prodigy, killed right after his big breakthrough. Overcome with emotion, the father can barely finish describing his son's tragic death. The Grand Elder admits Xiaobei was the Mo family's hope for a brighter future. The grieving father declares his son's death must have meaning and not be in vain. The father desperately begs the Grand Elder to avenge Xiaobei's death. The Grand Elder deduces a shadow assassin is behind the killing. The Mo family believes their rivals hired the deadly shadow assassin for revenge. The old man raises a mysterious sheet towards the sun, revealing strange markings. He mutters, the Iron Fang. After decoding the pattern, looking deeply concerned. The Iron Fang base is revealed, shocking everyone with its strength. Two students discuss just how powerful the Iron Fang base is compared to Lin Hai base. The Mo family suspects traitors at Lin Hai base are working with Iron Fang to target elites. News spreads that Mo Xiaobei was killed right after reaching the martial warrior realm. The main character is relieved. Nobody suspects he's behind Mo Xiaobei's demise. It's revealed Mo Xiaobei planned to deal with our hero, but now he's conveniently gone. The main character cleverly framed Li Kun with a handkerchief to avoid suspicion. He learns the Mo Grand Elder discovered the Iron Fang symbol on that handkerchief. The main character wonders if he's accidentally exposed the Iron Fang's secret plot. Maybe someone's purposely stirring up a war between Lin Hai and Iron Fang bases. The next day at 4 a.m., everything is calm before the action. Yi Tian checks his scars, showing determination for what's coming. He grabs his bag quietly and heads out early in the morning. Yi Yu wakes up, worried, and catches her big brother leaving. Yi Yu asks Yi Tian where he's going so early. Yi Tian tells Yi Yu he's training in the wild zone to get stronger fast. Yi Yu begs him not to go alone, clearly afraid for his safety. Yi Tian tells Yi Yu not to worry and to wait for him at home. She hugs her brother tightly, hoping he'll be safe and come back. Yi Yu softly pleads, come back soon, big bro. As Yi Tian leaves, Yi Tian says goodbye with a hug, promising to return for sure. Yi Tian scouts a canyon, worried about high-level monsters in the area. Determined, Yi Tian declares it's his turn to become a martial warrior. Suddenly, the ground shakes violently. Yi Tian thinks it's an earthquake. Yi Tian watches in shock as someone is thrown and screams, no. A fierce, horned monster smashes down, its presence overwhelming. Yi Tian's status window reveals it's only an armored ox with weak talents. Yi Tian grins, realizing the monster is an armored ox with low defense. The armored ox charges and unleashes deadly energy right at Yi Tian. Yi Tian leaps into action, dual primordial blades ready for an epic attack. Yi Tian tries to break through a monster's shield, but gets thrown away. Yi Tian realizes this demon's defense is absolutely insane and nearly impossible to beat. The demon stands in a glowing barrier, roaring, untouchable, while debris flies in all directions. The impact from Yi Tian's attack creates a shockwave, shattering rocks and clouding the sky. A creepy villain emerges, saying, that's a pretty good talent you got there. The villain vows to steal Yi Tian's amazing power for himself and charges in. Yi Tian faces off against a massive demonic beast in an explosive showdown. Channeling energy, Yi Tian accelerates with lightning speed across the battlefield. The demon towers over everything, radiating raw, unstoppable power with crackling energy. Without exception, the most fragile part of every living being is definitely Yi Tian prepared, their eyes. Yi Tian targets the demon's weak point for a critical strike. Yi Tian attacks, but is shocked, exclaiming, I can't break through it? Twin primordial blades slam into a golden shield, barely making a dent. This defense talent is only low tier, yet it's so tough. Yi Tian smashes again. The demon counters, sending Yi Tian flying with overwhelming force and shattering energy. Bruised but determined, Yi Tian thinks, what a powerful talent, as he recovers from the blow. Yi Tian wants to win so badly, he leaps into action. But his talent copy power is on cooldown for 16 more days. He compares the armored ox's strength to the Silvermoon Wolf and Viper. Its power ranks between Silvermoon Wolf and Viper, tricky, but possible. Yi Tian plans a sneak attack, aiming to hit the ox's weak spot. He powers up, convinced he can achieve victory this time. He shouts, Shadow Talent, activate, as green energy erupts everywhere. With epic energy, Yi Tian charges in, blades ready for battle. Flash, lightning and shadows swirl as he attacks the giant beast. Yi Tian's shadow talent lets him move unseen. The ox can't sense him at all. Yi Tian's blade attacks are useless against the monster's epic defense shield. Frustrated, Yi Tian wonders where on earth this thing's weakness could be. Yi Tian inspects the monster, but the defense talent shield has 0 gaps. The monster is startled as Yi Tian looks even closer for a weak spot. Yi Tian notices the defense shield is way thinner in one spot. Yi Tian grins. Could the monster's butt really be its Achilles heel? Yi Tian dives in with his shadow blade, targeting the thin spot on its butt. Shadow kill. Yi Tian unleashes his most powerful strike right at the weakness. The armored monster is sent crashing, the shield finally broken at its weakest point. Boom. Yi Tian stands victorious, the monster defeated by targeting its hidden weakness. Yi Tian smirks confidently, realizing his prediction about his enemy was correct. Yi Tian confirms his blade can only pierce monsters after they're dead. He quickly collects fresh monster blood into bottles for later use. Yi Tian gathers a whole set of monster blood bottles, maximizing the loot. Standing triumphant, Yi Tian reminds us, no matter your strength, dead is dead. He eyes up the ox monster, planning to take everything valuable, skin, eyes, and yes, even the testicles. The real jackpot, though, is the massive set of horns, ultimate prize secured. Yi Tian loads up all the ox materials and heads off to the perfect spot to cultivate. Now it's time for a feast, fresh monster blood and peanuts, protein-packed and brand approved. Yi Tian grins, getting pumped to break through to the martial warrior realm with his stash. He chugs monster blood, munches on peanuts, and prepares for an epic power-up session. 20 days pass while Yi Tian trains alone in the wild zone. Yi Tian unleashes a powerful howl, his body bursting with lightning. Lightning erupts into the sky, shaking the land with explosive force. 2 cloaked women spot the explosion from afar and rush over. They're shocked someone reached martial warrior realm out here in the wilderness. Yi Tian clenches his fist, marveling at the immense surge of new power. He realizes he's officially entered the legendary martial warrior realm. With the cooldown over, Yi Tian can now try copying talents again. Yi Tian aims to copy the monster's defense talent as his next move. Error. The system tells Yi Tian the target is incomplete. He can't copy its talent. Yi Tian discovers a giant monster skeleton and realizes there was an annoying limitation. Yi Tian regrets chopping up the monster so much, wishing he'd known earlier. 2 mysterious girls spot Yi Tian and wonder if he really killed that monster. The lady figures out Yi Tian just became a martial warrior, but the monster died ages ago. The blonde girl agrees, saying Yi Tian was just a martial apprentice then, so not possible. Still impressed, one girl says Yi Tian was bold for scavenging here as a weakling. Yi Tian decides to wash up, saying he's been training in the mountains for over 20 days. The girls freak out, thinking Yi Tian is doing something indecent, and want to escape. Yi Tian shows off with a perfect dive into the water, totally unaware of his audience. An epic splash as Yi Tian lands, shocking anyone nearby with his wild energy. We arrive at the bustling martial marketplace in Linhai Base, where anything can happen. Yi Tian spots the largest shop at the marketplace and heads straight for it. The sign out front shows it's called Martial Pavilion. This place looks fancy. Yi Tian decides, I'll check out this place first. He's on a mission. As Yi Tian moves through the crowd, 2 girls notice him. Isn't he the guy from the mountains? Yi Tian's eyes narrow and he locks onto something, or someone, in the crowd. One of the girls suddenly reacts with surprise, clearly recognizing him too. Yi Tian is totally shocked as he exclaims, "Sister? This just got interesting." The girl questions if Yi Tian is actually referring to her. Yi Tian can't believe Yi Yu could possibly show up here. Yi Tian realizes this mysterious girl is actually pretty impressive. The status window reveals Yu Ling has insane high-tier cultivation talent. The blonde girl snaps, asking, "Who are you calling sister?" The blonde girl insults Yi Tian, calling him a scrounger in public. Yi Tian wonders if he still smells after his wilderness training. The black-haired girl scolds Xiao Yu to not talk carelessly, hints at secrets. The black-haired girl quietly gives advice while Xiao Yu reluctantly listens. Xiao Yu bows, apologizing deeply for being rude. Yi Tian looks exasperated. Yi Tian hears about someone's mysterious lady in the bustling marketplace. The lady left early due to urgent business. Something's definitely going on. Yi Tian gets offered double the price for any supplies he sells. Jackpot. Yi Tian is shocked by the double deal. He enters, everyone greets him warmly. Inside, Yi Tian is wowed by the Martial Pavilion's crazy elite gear. Of course, this is what you'd expect from the market's largest, most epic shop. A woman offers Yi Tian tea, treating him like a true martial elite. They start counting Yi Tian's monster loot: ox horns, leather, and more. The loot is valued at 20k, but, boom, he's paid 40,000 yuan instead. Yi Tian grins, closing the deal, thinking this was the easiest money ever. Yi Tian is handed 4 white cards, each worth 10,000 yuan. That's a flex. The shopkeeper gives Yi Tian the cards, and he's super grateful in return. Yi Tian thinks Yi Yu would totally lose her mind with this cash. The shopkeeper apologizes to Yi Tian with extra respectful words. As a VIP bonus, Yi Tian now gets everything he buys for 50% off. Yi Tian is like, with these deals, I'm going all out, let's go. But even with the discount, Yi Tian sees the prices are wild and exclusive. Yi Tian wonders how normal people can even afford cultivation resources here. He makes a shopping list: training manual, monster directory, mid-tier blood, and elixirs. Yi Tian decides to buy just the essentials for now and play it safe. The shopkeeper cheerfully prepares an item for Yi Tian, asking for patience. She calculates a huge discount, offering rare magical items and potions for 78.5 thousand yuan. The shopkeeper slashes the price even further. Yi Tian only pays 70,000 yuan. Yi Tian hands over a gold card loaded with 100k, flexing his resources. Relieved, Yi Tian thinks of the shadow assassin's money as he collects his change. Yi Tian reflects that the real reason for the bargain isn't his reputation as a scrounger. He feels unsure, wondering why they gave a poor guy like him such a deal. Yi Tian leaves the counter, still confused about why nobody questions him. Suddenly, the shopkeeper calls out, "Please wait, esteemed martial warrior." Yi Tian freezes mid-step, realizing things won't be that simple after all. The martial pavilion's manager wants to meet Yi Tian. This sounds important. Yi Tian grins confidently and says, "Please lead the way." Inside, a mysterious woman sips tea, totally owning the whole vibe. The elegant woman greets Yi Tian, calling him an esteemed martial warrior. Yi Tian thinks, wait, these two women look way too alike. The manager introduces herself. "I am Yu Ling from the Manhwa base." Yu Ling is revealed as a peak elite martial warrior and the pavilion's manager. Electricity sparks as Yi Tian and Yu Ling shake hands. There's magic here. Boom. Yi Tian copies a high-tier cultivation talent from Yu Ling. Yi Tian introduces himself with a smirk. "I'm Yi Tian from the Linhai base." Yi Tian is invited to sit at a fancy, long table. The hostess explains everyone on the second floor is a valued guest. Yi Tian doubts his value, pointing out he's not from any big family. The mysterious lady says his value is exactly because he's of common birth. She continues, insisting Yi Tian's uniqueness comes from his unrelatedness. Yi Tian notes how calm she is, unlike his cheerful sister Yi Yu, as tea is offered. The lady says she'll be straightforward as she sips her tea. She reveals the tea invitation was really to extend a special invitation, showing a Red Cross medal. The Red Cross medal sparkles on the table, catching Yi Tian's full attention. The lady reveals her goal. She wants Yi Tian to join the martial pavilion. Yi Yu begs her big bro, Yi Tian, to join the martial pavilion. Yi Tian can't resist his sister's request and looks embarrassed. Yi Tian, deep in thought, says he doesn't understand something important. Yu Ling explains Manhwa base has endless power and plenty of talents. She hints there's more he should consider about big and powerful bases. Yi Tian admits he's just a rookie compared to other martial warriors. Yu Ling shares that big bases are strong because they always want more. It's not about having enough talent, but they constantly search for it. She reveals that elite bases crave new talents to stay powerful. Yi Tian finally gets it. He realizes why there's always a need for talents. The main character thinks a young girl is surprisingly wise for her age. A blonde woman urges the main character not to miss a golden chance. The blonde boasts that even elite disciples rarely get such invitations. The main character realizes this is a huge opportunity he can't ignore. He worries joining any group means losing freedom and risking his secret. Staying independent is safest until he figures out how to protect himself. The blonde woman is shocked that he's actually hesitating at her offer. A tall black-haired woman presses him, genuinely curious why he won't join. The main character admits it's hard to say no to her attractive face. The woman sweetly begs, "Please tell me," pushing him for a real answer. The main guy clutches his fist and says he can't express his feelings. He explains how a rumored invasion brought chaos to powerful families. Thanks to the chaos, he actually found more peace in his own life. He doesn't want to become, or serve, those powerful people. The woman asks if he sees her as one of them too. The main guy smirks and throws the question right back at her. She suggests he observe them for a while first before deciding. Calmly, she says he doesn't have to answer right now. She's patient. Suddenly, the question appears: what exactly is a martial warrior? Another question flashes: and what is talent? As lightning glows around him. Martial warriors are being questioned. Do they remember their true purpose or mission? Aren't these powerful martial warriors supposed to protect innocent people, like these kids? Kids ask a suited man to kick their soccer ball back. Looks harmless, right? Instead, the man smashes the ground, showing off his strength and intimidation. Someone is frustrated, realizing their influence and standing isn't high enough yet. Our main character, Yi Tian, decides, "I must become even stronger." Yi Tian's status window flashes. High-tier cultivation talent copied. Fuse? Yes, no. Yi Tian goes all in, shouting he must level up even more, and chooses to fuse. Yi Tian bursts through the door and announces, "I am back, Yi Yu." Yi Yu looks up from cleaning and excitedly yells, "Big bro." Yi Yu hugs Yi Tian tightly and says, "You're finally home." Yi Yu teases Yi Tian, saying, "You got a lot tougher in 20 days. Yi Tian flexes and announces he's now a martial warrior. Yi Yu is shocked. Yi Yu shouts with joy, "The Yi family has a martial warrior now." Yi Yu jumps in the air cheering, "Awesome. What wonderful news." Yi Yu dances around the living room, while Yi Tian thinks she'll awaken her talent too. Yi Tian smirks, believing Yi Yu will become a martial warrior soon. Yi Yu pulls out scissors, insisting, "Let your sister give you a trim." Yi Tian is surprised. Yi Yu roasts Yi Tian's hair, saying he looks like a total beggar. She gets serious, reminding Yi Tian martial warriors must look sharp and clean. Yi Yu gears up for a haircut. Yi Tian requests her signature style. Yi Yu admits her signature cut is the only one she even knows. Yi Tian reminisces how Yi Yu has cut his hair since their parents died. Flashback. Young Yi Yu admits she's scared and clings to her brother. Tiny Yi Yu, scissors in hand, asks if they should just go to the hospital. Young Yi Tian refuses, because hospitals cost money, even a little cut is a big deal. Bruised and bandaged, Yi Tian jokes he only needs a quick trim and wound patch up. Little Yi Yu wishes her big brother had some kind of immortal healing powers. The girl asks about the immortal jellyfish power from a story. She explains immortal jellyfish heal instantly when injured, like a superpower. The boy laughs, saying healing powers are just made up stories for kids. She insists the ability is real, getting fired up and excited. She doubles down, desperately trying to convince him that it's all true. The boy gives in, admitting he knows she's worried about him. He reassures her, maybe he'll even get a real healing talent. He dreams of never being injured and protecting her forever. The thought of immortal jellyfish power gets him super pumped. Suddenly, someone yells at them to sit still so she can finish the haircut. Yi Tian dashes away as his sister shouts about finishing his haircut. He grabs the illustrated book of treasures he bought earlier. Yi Tian frantically searches the book, muttering about the immortal jellyfish. He learns the jellyfish is a healing beast at the Lake of Death. His sister is worried. Yi Tian dreams of copying the healing talent so Yi Yu never has to worry. His sister is shocked, thinking immortal jellyfish are just fairy tales. She laughs, saying stories about jellyfish were made up to trick little kids. Yi Tian slams the book and passionately insists she's wrong. He declares that some stories, like this one, are actually real. Annoyed but caring, his sister demands Yi Tian sit so she can finish cutting his hair. Yi Tian wonders just how strong a martial warrior training technique can be. He reads the manual, learning how warriors fortify their skin, muscles, and bones. Fired up, Yi Tian decides, I'll try it out first. Sitting in a glowing meditation, Yi Tian begins cultivating with a determined mind. He realizes his new absorption speed is way faster than before. Yi Tian grabs mid-tier beast blood, curious about its effects on his power. He chugs the beast blood straight from the bottle. This is either genius or crazy. Instantly, energy swirls and his absorption rate triples. Yi Tian is hyped. He decides to keep training at home, then head for the Lake of Death. Yi Tian's ambitious. His next target is copying the healing power of the immortal jellyfish. We start at the Martial Pavilion, the hottest spot for martial warriors. Inside, warriors check weapons and armor, and Yi Tian steps in coolly. The blonde shopkeeper greets Yi Tian with a massive smile, ready to help. She recognizes Yi Tian, calling out, "Martial warrior, you're here." She assumes Yi Tian wants to see their boss, but he just wants to shop. The shopkeeper secretly thinks Yi Tian looks way more handsome now. She apologizes for the mix-up and leads Yi Tian to the wares section. Yi Tian asks for a map of the dangerous Lake of Death. The shopkeeper confirms they've got it, then starts digging through supplies. Yi Tian is hyped. He gets the map and plans to copy awesome talents here, but the price shocks him 100,000. Yi Tian grabs his supplies and is ready for his next challenge. Someone questions if Yi Tian's just off to collect junk again. The blonde lady worries the Lake of Death is full of deadly monsters. She really hopes nothing bad happens to Yi Tian on this trip. Yi Tian arrives at the Lake of Death. This place seriously looks like chaos. He notices the ruins. This place has been abandoned for ages, and for good reason. He senses a weird vibe here, like something terrifying could jump out anytime. Suddenly, a gargantuan, swirling water vortex appears. It's wild and electrifying. Yi Tian spots the beasts and realizes he's in for a serious fight. Thinking fast, Yi Tian decides to turn invisible and scout out the danger. Yi Tian spots a massive energy surge at the lake. Something is awakening. Two heroes rush away as lightning strikes, one clutching a mysterious box. A gigantic beast bursts from the lake, aiming right for them. The beast chases them, the old warrior barely keeping ahead with the girl. They realize it's a top-tier beast, a dragon, towering above everything. The old man shouts he'll stall the beast, sending the girl flying to safety. The girl clutches the box, landing in a strange fiery land, eyes wide with fear. Suddenly, more beasts emerge and charge after her as she screams in terror. The old man realizes there are even more monsters coming from behind. The girl sprints for her life as a savage monster nearly takes a bite out of her. The massive beast launches a furious attack at the girl with the box. An old man shouts, "Young miss, watch out," looking totally panicked. The black-haired girl dodges the monster, ready to strike back. With glowing power, she whispers, "Secret technique," and prepares her move. Her energy bursts as she commands, "Activate," and lightning crackles around her. She dives from above, sword drawn, aiming straight at the monster. She slashes down, striking the beast with a fierce lightning attack. Yi Tian watches in awe, thinking, "Secret arts? What is that? It's so strong." Yi Tian realizes, "I was careless. This isn't a fight for a novice like me." He recognizes Yu Ling as an elite martial warrior, totally dominating the battlefield. After unleashing her secret technique, the pink-haired warrior's power explodes everywhere. Yi Tian is shocked. Even 10 of him couldn't beat her now. Suddenly, the old man screams, "My leg," and tells the young lady to run. Despite his pain, the old man yells, "The secret technique won't last long." The old man insists, the item is more important. As beasts close in, he urges, "If you don't leave, our sacrifices mean nothing." risking everything for her escape. The pink-haired lady grits her teeth, angry and frustrated. Damn. Tian stands on a rock and learns 10 people died underwater for this. Tian wonders, what treasure is worth so many lives and sacrifices? The pink-haired lady collapses, realizing her time is up as her power vanishes. The black-haired girl crashes down a cliff, clutching a mysterious golden box. A determined man stands over her, eyeing the fallen treasure curiously. He kneels down and wonders aloud, just what kind of treasure is this? The girl warns, don't touch it, and he insists he won't steal it. Suddenly, monsters appear in the guy's eyes. What a bunch of troublesome things. He apologizes, quickly picking the girl up to escape the danger. Holding her, he suggests, let's find a cave to hide in. Sound good? Seeing no answer, he jokes, if you don't respond, I'll take it as a yes. A huge blast of pink lightning obliterates their monstrous pursuers in epic fashion. Safe for now, both rest in a cave, treasure box lying between them. Tian is shocked. This girl looks exactly like his sister. He notices a beauty mark on her face, not like his sister. Tian tries to rub off the mark, but it won't budge. Realization hits Tian. This beauty mark is definitely real. Tian stands over the unconscious girl, worried she's still not awake. He anxiously wonders how much longer she'll be unconscious after everything that happened. Suddenly, the girl sits up groaning in pain, clutching her head. She recognizes Tian and rubs her eyes in disbelief. The girl asks if Tian saved her, and he says it was by chance. She thanks Tian for lending her his shirt. Tian says she's welcome. While Tian puts his coat back on, she thinks he's pretty gutsy for coming here alone. She smiles slyly, determined to recruit Tian for the martial pavilion. Suddenly, she reveals a massive glowing crystal, blinding Tian with its light. Laughing, she teases Tian for being startled by her flashy display. The mysterious girl shows Tian a light stone that works like a lamp. The glowing crystal floats up, lighting up the entire cave. Tian is amazed and asks how she conjured it from thin air. She says she'll explain more after drinking some healing potion. The girl drinks the potion while Tian wonders if it's a space-type skill. Tian thinks hard. None of her known talents seem to involve space powers. The girl meditates to finish healing. Tian waits impatiently nearby. She stands up, declaring her healing is complete, and urges Tian to get moving. The girl confronts Tian, knowing he's curious about where her items come from. She reveals a small pouch and a large bronze chest, promising a shocking demonstration. Then the pouch magically sucks up the chest. Tian realizes it's not a space talent, but a powerful space-type treasure. The woman offers to teach Tian how to use the space treasure. She tries to recruit Tian to the martial pavilion, offering even more benefits. Tian acts bored, says he's tired, and decides to just go to sleep. She is super frustrated and vows to one day recruit Tian. Tian reveals the treasure is just a space pouch and a special potion. He's not that impressed. He knows these items don't matter once he copies space and healing talents for himself. But Tian's concerned the girl's actions stirred up the lake of death, making it really dangerous now. Tian wakes up, realizes he's alone, and wonders if the woman left already. Suddenly, Tian discovers a mysterious, ornate red box left behind. What is this new treasure? Tian finds insane treasure, a training manual, monster blood, and gold cards. Tian wonders if the mysterious girl left the treasure for him. Tian realizes these items could make him an elite martial warrior. Tian decides to drink the monster blood and change his plans completely. He sets his goal, first become elite, then hunt for immortal jellyfish. 4 months fly by. Tian stays hidden and trains non-stop in the cave. Massive power surges surround Tian as he breaks through during his training. Lightning blasts the sky, signaling Tian's huge breakthrough in strength. So this is the elite martial warrior realm? Tian feels his new power, supercharged with energy. Tian grins and gets pumped for his next hunt. Tian stands in the rain, staring at 11 freshly constructed graves. He realizes Yu Ling must have made the graves out of respect. Tian laments the power of the lake beasts, erasing all traces of the fallen. He's touched that Yu Ling made graves before leaving, calling her kind-hearted. Tian spots an umbrella used earlier for diving among the grave markers. He wonders if this special umbrella still works for underwater exploration. Tian tests the umbrella and discovers it creates a waterproof bubble. Excited, Tian floats inside the bubble, calling the umbrella an amazing item. He grins, knowing with this tool, water is no longer an obstacle. Underwater, Tian realizes the umbrella also boosts his swimming speed a ton. Tian activates his shadow talent, blending into the water to hide. Suddenly Tian spots something unusual in the depths of the lake. A status window pops up. He's facing a tiger clawfish with mid-tier talent. Tian realizes a dangerous mid-tier beast is nearby, and it looks menacing. That was way too close. Tian barely avoids being discovered by the beast. With danger behind him, Tian decides it's time to go even deeper. Tian reaches what he thinks is the deepest part of the lake, still searching. He spots something incredible. Immortal jellyfishes really do exist down here. Out of nowhere, a massive tentacle lunges at Tian, forcing him to dodge. Shocked, Tian shouts, "What is that?" as he's attacked by a huge monster. Tian finds an immortal jellyfish with an unbelievable apex tier healing talent. The monstrous immortal jellyfish emerges from the depths, looking super intimidating. Tian dives underwater, ready to pull off something epic against the beast. The jellyfish's tentacle lashes out, showing it won't go down easy. Its tentacle regenerates instantly. Tian can't believe how crazy fast it healed. It recovered so fast. This must be the apex healing talent. Tian marveled. The jellyfish attacks again, but Tian stays safe inside an energy bubble. Tian touches the jellyfish, electricity crackling, and a message pops up, talent copied. Instantly, Tian dodges underwater, showing off some ultra-fast reflexes. The jellyfish blasts out venom, but Tian blocks it with his umbrella shield like a boss. Tian's broken umbrella bursts, losing its waterproof barrier underwater. Tian realizes he can't depend on the umbrella for protection anymore. Blue status windows pop up, showing Tian's talent copying just triggered. Tian sees a terrifying swarm of immortal jellyfish in the lake. Tian confirms he already got the apex tier healing talent and decides to leave. Tian desperately swims away, hearing the warning to run now. Tian is being chased by massive tentacles, calling them persistent. Tian activates his speed and max strength talents to escape. He slices through the water with electrified speed, making a daring exit. Collapsing safely in a cave, Tian finally escapes the chaos outside. He realizes it's time to quickly copy the powerful healing talent. The system pops up asking Tian if he wants to fuse the apex tier healing talent. Tian faces the big yes-no decision. Will he take the healing power? He slams down, lightning surging, committing to absorbing the healing talent. Tian smirks, realizing his body is used to the pain from power copying. System message confirms it. Tian has successfully fused the apex tier healing talent. Tian checks his status. He now has an apex tier healing talent. He's amazed. The fusion of the new talent was super smooth. Tian explains that immortal jellyfish venom could kill anyone instantly. He shouts, healing talent, and gets ready to use his new power. His wounded hand starts glowing as healing magic activates all around it. Electricity bursts everywhere as Tian unleashes his awesome healing talent. Tian is shocked. There isn't even a scar left from the injury. But he realizes most of his talents right now are support type. If Tian wants to fight stronger foes, he needs to copy attack talents. Meanwhile, outside, the world goes on, but Tian just leveled up big time. Tian flips through a beast encyclopedia, unimpressed by most entries so far. At a salon, Yu scolds Tian for leaving so suddenly. Tian discovers the mighty ant and learns it's a tough low-tier combat beast. The book warns that a swarm of mighty ants can defeat martial warriors. Tian's eyes glow. He's found the breakthrough he was searching for. The scene shifts to the Martial Pavilion building at sunset. Tian enters and is greeted. Welcome to the Martial Pavilion. Tian approaches the counter, catching an attendant's attention mid-task. The attendant recognizes Tian and greets him warmly, asking his purpose. Tian confidently requests a complete mighty ant body at the counter. The orange-haired girl explains mighty ants in wine are good for health. The black-haired guy wonders if he looks unhealthy and feels awkward. She says there are no mighty ants, but she has news about them. She reveals a trade route is being built. A mighty ant nest is nearby. The guy suspects the mid-sized base must be the Iron Fang base. She confirms and explains Iron Fang base is 100 kilometers from Linhai base. She remembers someone from the Mo family died, causing suspicion toward Iron Fang base. The guy says the Mo family suspected Iron Fang base of invasion plans. The girl says the Mo family investigated and the misunderstanding was resolved. She reveals Iron Fang base reached a trade deal with Lin family thanks to Mo family's help. Tian figures the Mo family is up to something sketchy again. A mysterious woman hands Tian a special token at the counter. The woman explains the token lets Tian join big events, normally reserved for elites. Both bases are gathering martial warriors to clear dangerous beasts along busy trade roads. She teases Tian. He can win a powerful mighty ant body talent if he joins. The Lin family rules supreme at Linhai base. No one dares challenge their authority. Even the Mo family must serve the Lin family. Tian is holding their token now. Fired up and grinning, Tian decides it's time for adventure. Tian arrives at the Lin family's impressive headquarters, packed with other hopefuls. The Lin family just recruited hundreds of warriors at once. Now this is going to be wild. The mysterious man gears up, reminding himself he must proceed with caution. Everyone's attention turns as someone shouts, Lin Mingzi has arrived. A serious man welcomes the crowd to the beast removal operation, setting the stage. A stern, bald man in a red-collared coat watches with intense suspicion. The cloaked man grins and mutters, Mo family, we meet again.